Hey guys, it's me, the Fire Brothers, and sorry I haven't been updating on the news for this entire week. I've just been busy with school, finals. Well, not really finals, but I just been busy. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff to talk about. First off, we got this new trailer. Well, not really a trailer, it's more of a small teaser. Basically, where it tells us the history of Transformers, that they always been involved with our history and stuff. And a lot of people are taking this in face value, say, oh my god, Starscream's in here. Wait, Ironhide's back. Oh my god, yeah. No, none of them are back. Starscream's dead. Okay, supposedly dead. We still don't know that. I mean, Barricade came back. Why can't Starscream come back too? And Ironhide was rusted away. How is he back? I know this is in the past, but it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna go over this and tell you why. I'm gonna make this short because I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay, so in this first shot, we see what it looks like to be Hound, just a little bit, modified to suit more with times. Here we see this new Transformers, possibly an Autobot. I mean, if it was a Decepticon, it would be shooting the humans, obviously. It looks more to me like that. I don't remember that guy from Transformers to Universal ride. Here we see another picture of Hound. I gotta say, I kinda like that shot. I wouldn't mind having that poster. I mean, it just looks so great. And here we see a modified Bumblebee, his natural habitat. I wonder what he transforms into. I know it's some kind of military vehicle, but he looks so different. Like, it almost looks like it's an entirely different character. But it is Bumblebee. I mean, come on, who else will have that face? But here, Starscream too. Well, we don't know when Starscream arrived on Earth, but I don't think it was that early in history. And here we see Drift, and another guy that looks like Drift. They actually look really alike. And I don't know who this guy is, but he looks good. Kind of reminds me of A-Raid for some reason. I don't know why I'm thinking of A-Raid, but for some reason it reminds me of him. Here we see Ironhide, and he's in some kind of sea battle. Kind of weird. No, but now, this doesn't mean that Ironhide and Starscream are coming back. No, this is just to give us an idea that they've been here for a while. That the Transformers overall, not this Transformers, that they've been here for a while. That's the purpose of this trailer. And the reason why they're showing us these characters that we know about, besides reusing CGI models, which Michael Bay loves to do, they're using these familiar CGI models to tell us that Autobots and Decepticons are here. Because if they use like random models, for example, let's say this guy right here, we never seen him before, so we don't know if he's an Autobot or the Decepticon. But I mean, I think he's clearly an Autobot. I mean, he's not killing the humans. You know how the Decepticons are. The first time they see a human, they're like, hey, what's that dirty human doing there? Get rid of him. We don't serve your kind here. Yeah, kind of like that. Don't take this at face value. This teaser's just, to give us an idea. That's what it's here for. It's not telling us that, oh, these guys are gonna be in the movie, or yeah, they've been here for a while. This is basically not canon. Just think about it that way. But it's kind of fun seeing some of these characters again. I mean, I like that shot of Ironhide. It looks really good. And that poster of Hound, that's a nice detail. I like the little things like that. Alright, now we're gonna move on to more recent news. As you all know, or you probably don't know because you're probably living in a rock or something. I'm just kidding, you probably aren't, since you're watching this video right now. We're gonna see a new trailer coming on Wednesday. Now, I know we already got a teaser trailer, but I'm not gonna cover it. I'm gonna wait for the full trailer to be released. Just cause, I wanna cover the whole thing right now. I don't wanna cover some part right now, then cover the other part before, then say, oh yeah, this connects to this. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna talk about spoiler stuff. In case you guys don't know, a bunch of fans were allowed to basically get a sneak peek of 30 minutes of footage from the movie. And I saw some of that spoilery stuff. Okay, I didn't want to look at first, but then I was like, the temptation is way too strong. I need to see this, and saw some of the leaked footage. I'm gonna talk about that, and I'm also gonna talk about some of the stuff people are saying about the movie so far, because there's a lot to talk about it. If you guys don't want to hear any spoilers, then just skip forward in the video. It's alright until the spoiler tag's gone. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna talk about some of the scenes that we got. Some of the scenes I saw. Okay, first of all, Cogmans are freaking badass. I saw this clip of Cogman owning Crosshairs. Oh my god, I feel so bad for Crosshairs, because I wanted to see more of Crosshairs being a badass. I didn't want to see more of Crosshair being someone's bitch, basically. What happened here is that Carmen was talking to Kate. He was telling, hey, you need to come with me quickly. And Kate was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. And then Crosser showed up. And then Carmen basically broke he broke Crosser's arm. I think it was his finger or arm. I can't be sure because the quality wasn't that good. In another shot, we see Canopy die. Alright, we don't really see him die. I mean, he was injured, he was like fading away, so there's a small chance he could survive. But considering we don't see him after that, I'm thinking this is his death scene. But we saw him, like agonizing, but we didn't see him die. And yeah, Kate shows up and he rescues Isabella, the girl, and those other kids are in there. We don't care about them. In another scene, we see Harvard for the first time. We see that Kate's talking to Sir Edmund. I think that's his name. I'm sorry if I get the name of the character wrong, but I don't really care about the humans. We see that he's talking to him, and we see a new Autobot. Now, I don't know if it's an Autobot or he doesn't have any allegiance, like let's say Cogman or someone else. There's like this new Autobot protecting the castle. I think that scene happens around this scene right now, where the soldiers are getting shot. There's like this Autobot that it looks like a protoform, but not quite. I couldn't get a good look. I'm so sorry, guys, and I'm not gonna give you a screenshot of it because I don't wanna get copyright. Okay. Then we see Harvard driving in. He transforms, and out of him comes out a woman. And apparently she has something to do with the whole plot. And then Harvard's like trying to get her into the castle. It's kind of funny. It was kind of funny, I gotta admit. But we didn't hear Harvard talk like at all. Considering Harvard got his own poster, and apparently he's Bumblebee's brother in arms, he's gonna have a big role in the movie. I don't think it's gonna be too big, but probably just gonna see him there, get his character a big develop for the other movies. But we just gotta wait and see. Who knows? Maybe the next trailer will have some Harvard action. So those are all the small scenes I was able to watch. There's probably more. There's probably more that I missed, but I couldn't see them because Paramount Studios is probably gonna take those videos down as soon as they get released. But anyways, now I wanna talk about some of the stuff the people who went to the event said. A lot of them said that there was a lot of world building, and by that I mean is that there's exposition. They're telling us that this happens, or this is how the world is right now, the situation is this. That's world building. I'm actually kind of happy with that. And I did cover in some spoilers back in the day that we're gonna get a lot of lore in this movie, and I'm really happy for that. That's the setup for building a good story. Now, I know Michael Bay is Michael Bay, I'm probably not gonna get that. But we have Robert Kirkman, the creator of The Walking Dead, behind our team of writers. And we have a whole team of writers now, so that's good. And Michael Bay providing his action into the movie is gonna cash in a lot of money, which is what Hasbro wants in the first place. The more money the movie makes, the more movies we're gonna get. So far I think the movie is pretty solid. It has a formula for success. So far, the event didn't reveal much, and those leak scenes didn't reveal much. Like, they revealed a decent amount, but not too much. But now, I'm gonna go into super spoilers. Apparently there's a rumor going on. I don't know if it's a rumor, I think it's pretty much confirmed already, who the last knight is. We were all wrong. It's not Optimus, it's not Bumblebee, it's not Megatron like I wanted it to be. It's Kate. Now apparently you guys are like, WTF? What? Alright, listen. Apparently there's this scene that Sir Edmund, I'm just gonna keep calling him that. Okay, shut up. Gives like a ring or something to Kate, and he basically transforms into an armor and a sword, and that's basically Excalibur. And that's the reason why the ancient knights wore the armor like they do, to be more like the Transformers. Now, the guy who played Sir Edmund said that he called Michael Bay a genius. That somehow what he's doing, making Kate a knight instead of a real Transformer, is genius, that it works. Now, he's a famous actor, like he's, very respected and everything. But as a fan, I'm disappointed. Okay, maybe we're all jumping to conclusions. Maybe Kate's a knight. A knight is a warrior from medieval Europe, right? So Kate's the last knight, but then we got Optimus. He has a sword and a shield. He's basically a knight. He said, recognize one of your knights. Maybe there's two types of knights, the human knights and then Transformers knights, and that way maybe Optimus can still be the last knight, but the last knight seems to be pointing at Kate more than Optimus and Megatron. We do see Kate with the sword in the trailer, but we don't see him with armor or anything. Listen, I still think that Optimus, Megatron, and the Dinobots are still knights. Well, I'm not too sure about the Dinobots, but I'm pretty sure that Optimus is a knight, and I don't know about Megatron. But one way or the other, Optimus is a knight. I don't know what the last knight, which is Kate Jaeger, is gonna do. I don't know what his role is, but this is looking a lot like Revenge of the Fallen to me. At least the story part. I don't want Kate to be this chosen one that's gonna save the world, because we saw Sam Witwicky do the same thing. He was the chosen one to, save Optimus, and it was Optimus' destiny to destroy the Fallen. There's too much of this destiny stuff, and I know a lot of Transformers media is like this, like Transformers Prime, Ancient Relics, this destiny stuff, but the difference is that they actually executed pretty well. Now, I'm thinking the movie could still work if it's played out correctly. And so far we have a decent Transformers cast. We don't have too many Autobots or too many Decepticons. They can all get a decent amount of screen time, so it's not that bad for now at least. I'm gonna do a video maybe this week, maybe next week, discussing 10 reasons why Transformers could fail or could be a success. It could be like the best movie out of the entire franchise right now. So I'm gonna work on that. Some people have already watched 25 minutes of the movie. 25 minutes, and they're already making reviews about it. Say, oh, it's bad. It's like the old Transformers movie. Oh yeah, the action's good, but Alright. If you watch a film for 25 minutes, it doesn't summarize the entire film. And for example, you could see, let's say, 25 minutes of the most slow-paced movie ever and not see the ending, or halfway through the film and be like, oh yeah, this movie's gonna be boring and slow. Don't watch it. No, that's not how it works. By looking at the first 25 minutes, you can't really make a concrete review or discussion about the movie. I mean, yeah, you could say that, oh yeah, the movie's gonna be a bit like this, but you still haven't seen the ending, the climax. Well, again, it's a Michael Bay movie, and I understand why people are complaining or are saying it's gonna be bad. In my opinion, the first Transformers movie and Transformers Dark of the Moon were the best movies in the franchise, and Transformers Revenge of the Fallen to Age of Extinction are from awful to okay, in my opinion. I like the movies and I like Transformers as a franchise, but the movie franchise, it's very divisive among fans and people who are starting to get into the franchise. One of the main aspects of the movie franchise is the action. Like, you can say whatever you want, but they have amazing action. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They were amazing with the action. I mean, 4 was a bit lacking because we didn't have a military presence, and from there people were like saying, oh yeah, the franchise is doomed, it's over. But in the last time, we're gonna get the military again, so it's gonna be like Transformers 3, and I think it's gonna be a bit of Transformers 2 with all this Destiny stuff going on. I still have my worries, and I'm gonna tell you my worries when I make the videos explaining why it could succeed and why it could fail. But for now, I think we should all keep an open mind and wait for a movie review, like someone who has watched the entire film to actually do a review. Then we can discuss about it. But if you watch 25 minutes, and in my opinion, it's not long enough to make a concrete argument about the movie so far. Now we're gonna get another trailer on Wednesday, and you can bet I'm gonna do a breakdown on it. I still have my hopes up for the movie. Yeah, I mean, it's a Michael Bay movie. People are still gonna bash on it either way. But this movie's different. We have a new team of writers. The CGI is gonna be amazing. There's some more emphasis on story at least, and we got some pretty big names behind it. Besides, if it's true what they say, that Kate ends up being the last knight, I'm actually gonna be cool with it. I mean, come on guys. Do you guys really want Sam Witwicky to be the last knight? Or do you want some random human to be the last knight? I mean, Kate's the only human in the movie I actually like. Kate's the only human character in the movie that I actually like. So I'm pretty much okay with him being the last knight. But please, don't put a big emphasis on humans. That's what fans don't like. We want to see the robots, we want to see mayhem. And try to deliver a good story. That's what I want from the movie, alright? I know it's Michael Bay, but then again, a guy can hope, right? So, what do you think of some of the scenes that got leaked? Did you saw them? And if you did, what are your thoughts on it? And also, do you guys still have high hopes for the movie, or are you guys starting to think it's gonna be a bust? Do you guys think it's gonna succeed? Do you guys think it's gonna fail? I will give you guys my personal thoughts when I'm finished making the 2 videos explaining if it's gonna succeed or fail, and you guys are gonna see my thoughts in there. But for now, that's it for now. I'm sorry if I didn't cover the news as much. I just wanted to get this over with. Besides, a lot of people have already reported on this, so nothing new. But you guys can bet I'm gonna be early for the new trailer that's gonna come out on Wednesday. Anyways, that's it for now.